Alright, time for the field test game. This time I'm playing some sort of Abzan deck. Well, I mean, I'm not playing Tsuchinoko this time at least, so that's one difference, I guess. No early game. Well, actually, now I think about it, after cutting all the Tsuchinokos, I think that also means I cut a bunch of early game for my decks, so, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But this hand's kind of bad, so I'll mulligan, and this hand's even worse, so I guess I keep. I have nothing until turn 4. I mulligan again. Okay, I keep and hope to draw lands. I'm on the play. Okay, that's bad. But I mean, if I find a land, then I'm in business mostly, I guess. I really hope I find a land. And this is fetching green because everything I need to do involves green. They're going to play. I have no idea what that thing does, so I'm not even going to bother reading it. Hey, I got a land. That's quite good. Oh, so I fetch. I think I fetch white first. Yeah, I always fetch white first here. And then I exploitable, so it can be white next turn if I don't find anything else to do. They're also playing exploitable, and that's respectable. And let's see. I think I should parasol to look for lands. Cool. Kinda wish I drew that instead of off the top instead of the other way around, but I mean, I can't complain too much. No, I guess it's just a question of if they have instant speed removal or not, or maybe if they slam a big thing that I need to remove but don't have removal for. That's another exploitable. Yeah, I mean, that is what exploitable decks do. Alexa, sure. And they're going to make a creature token right away. Huh, interesting. No, wait, they're going to make the basic land. Okay. Unfortunately, can't deal with Alexa right now, so I guess she's going to stick for one more turn. You get to play one creature. I just want to jam Hina right now. Gets me two things on board. I mean, I want to get medicine down first so that I can attack on the same turn that Hina comes down to prevent Hina from getting removed in response. But I guess, yeah, I guess that's what I want to do. Also, this thing is Toxic X. I don't think that's ever going to come up. Maybe I'll randomly come up. Like, this thing's Toxic 2 at base, and then if I get Hina down, quickly starts ramping up the Toxic number. So, like, I could poison my opponent to death in 3 swings or something. Which would be funny, I guess. The answers, sure. What did they get? Oh, they got another Alexa. Okay, sure. And that's Lucky Rabbit's Charm, sure. Funnily enough, I'm not actually playing that card. I just couldn't really find. Well, I mean, I probably could find room for this card in my deck if I wanted to, but there was a lot of cards I wanted to test, so I just ended up cutting it. Alright, do I care about fetching right now? Not really. That's another forest. I mean, I can't complain about getting my land draws, at least, because I'm getting my land draws on time. What's that mean? Or Aurora? It's not it's not castable. They're probably holding up removal for whatever I swing with at Alexa. So I'm assuming if I stick down Hina, then they would really need to think about what to remove. I think Hina should just start by protecting herself. Up to one other oh, she can't protect Miss. She can only protect herself. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I've seen everything at Alexa, but really they have like some sort of removal, right? Or I guess they can remove Hina in response to this. Nope, they just have nothing. Right, sure. They sack food end of turn. Okay, I don't know why they did that. Guess they just literally had nothing better to do. But, you know, like, they have mana now, so if they have exile removal, they can get rid of Hina. If they don't, then I guess they can't actually get rid of Hina. And Medicine is quickly ramping up its toxic number. Like, that's toxic 4, toxic 5. Huh. Maybe I should, yeah, actually Hina, or Medicine into Hina is a pretty nice curve. I know I was complaining about not having enough Doll Synergy in its set, but, like, this is actually enough Doll Synergy to build around, I think. And other Doll Synergy cards are in the wrong colors, but, like, Abzan is a doable color combination. Yokai Sages. Oh, yeah, that's something. They're not stealing stuff. They have some really good 5-drop, I guess. Sunset Study. I don't see why this is worth Yokai Saging Charms for. Like, you're on Monotoho. Surely you have like a board wipe you can grab for 5 mana, right? Okay, sure. Did they sack this? Oh, 5 less. Right, I see. So I guess that's a synergy. It's 5 mana, draw 5. I mean, that's significantly less bad than what I imagined. or less bad for me. If all they're doing is spending 5 mana to draw 5 cards, like, I'm not complaining. What did they actually draw, though? Sure, I guess? What's this do? We have 100, okay, sure, you're just drawing cards. I mean, I don't love that you're going up this many cards compared to me, but, like, I don't really mind compared to what else they could be doing right now. And next turn, I guess I drop down Mioi and put the shield counter on her. Do multiple shield counters do stuff? I mean, yeah, it protects it against multiple removal spells, but like, I'm not sure if my opponent has exile removal or anything like that. I'm not sure if it's worth double protecting Hina. More exploitable resources, sure. I'm assuming like medicine's going to get killed eventually before I magic get the poison kill. Oh, they're going to do this. Did they mill a removal spell? Subsume. Okay, sure. And they blow up the guy that has poison. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so Hina protecting herself on the turn she comes down is really powerful. Because, yeah, now, do I need to put more counters on her? So my opponent has shown that they have destroy removal, so like, protect shield counters do stuff in this matchup. Radiance 5, that's going to come back eventually. Plains, I'm drawing way too many lands now. Do I need double black for anything? Technically I do. Yeah, sure, I'll fetch out double black. I'll fetch another green source. I might need it later for something. So I can do Miwai plus Parasol activation. Yeah, sure, I guess that's what I go for then. Oh, what do I stick the Parasol activation on? They're tapped out, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 9, 8. Yeah, might as well play out the Miwai first so that I get the shield counter on her. Swing out, get the shield counter here. Connect, and get another doll. Yeah, but Hina does like go nuts if he's not dealt with, and the best way to do that is to get doll down before she comes down so that you can get the trigger immediately and put the shield counter on herself. So that, yeah, that necessitates an exile removal from the opponent to deal with her. Do they have some way to exile the board? I mean, actually, shield counters aren't that hard to remove. They just need a damage spell plus another removal. It does like force the opponent to use 2 spells on her, so I mean that's pretty good. And also, like, yeah, the Parasol is doing work here by making everything threatening. Burning of the ground conveniently does not actually deal damage, despite having burning in its name. And draw a card game. Yeah, I think the worst thing that they could do to me right now is to like steal Mahina, because I know they have Yokai Sage's Charm right now. I wonder why I mean, like, they could have just used the exile mode, right? I feel like they probably should have just used the exile mode, although they were pretty low on number of cards in hand, so maybe they felt like they needed to go up in cards. But like, yeah, now I'm going nuts with these guys. They just need to find another Yokai Sage's Charm or some way to recast it, I think. And Sunset City. Oh, another one. Sure, I guess. Would. That's a lot of cards. I don't think any of them deal damage. So I don't care. Like, none of them interact with the board. So I don't exactly care right now. They're milling a bunch of cards. I don't know what's happening, but they definitely are milling stuff. And they're still doing stuff right now. I think they're fetching with Wayfarers. And they're playing a big thing, it seems like. What's that do? You may cast spells. Okay, so they just get to free cast stuff. I mean, that's fine. They need to free cast a bunch of removal spells in a row. Oh, actually, they totally can free cast a bunch of removal spells in a row, I feel like. So they got Aurora 2, which means they can free cast their 1-mana removal. So if they have enough of those, then they can finally kill my guys. Although that still doesn't save them, because they need to remove every single one of my creatures so that the Flower Parasol doesn't whack them to death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, like 6 damage. So, and right now they're just drawing cards. So yeah, I think I'm in a very good spot right now. Arrival of the Wonderlands, what does that do? Pursue Wonder. Like, that's a lot of text. I mean, that's very little text with a lot of reminder text. Silent Repot, okay, sure, I guess. And they finally pass. Can they still, yeah, they can still free cast right now. And when at your end, they get to exile something, right? They start to be able to free cast 3-cost things. But either way, it's like they need to have a bunch of removal spells. I think I'm safe mostly. Yeah, I think I exploitable, or I Flower Parasol and put the No, they have blockers now. Right. I can actually use melee and sack food to prevent the damage from happening, which protects my shield counters. I think that's what I want to do here. Is there any point in swinging out and letting my dolls die? Yeah, it's probably worth it. So let's see. Flower Parasol onto random doll, I guess. Yeah, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. That's a bad idea because it just dies to removal. Yeah, sure. Okay. I mean, that's fine. That got them to use a removal on something that isn't one of my protected guys. So I guess I swing out then. And I'll put another counter on Hina. They're doing blocks. Okay, well, guess that's not happening. And then Hina loses a counter. I also want to use up the other food to protect Hina. Like, I'm not doing this. I want this off the board, though. I can actually, technically, I can protect Hina again next turn. Like, I can use the food to be dealt by or dealt to. Okay, so this can actually protect against a damage spell. So if that ever comes up, I'll do that. And I need to remember to make my dolls. There's Mag Rage. That is very scary, and I can't really prevent that from happening, so I might have actually gotten the win on me just because they can probably throw out enough removal to blow through my shield counters. Rappers, which rights, yep. They got some sort of combo going on. Not exactly sure what combo, but they definitely have something. They're playing something until, okay. That does blow through the shield counters at least. So, I mean, they got that out of the way. They can start shooting off their removal spells. What? Okay, sure. Okay. Or when you reach, oh, okay, they're just going to nuke my entire board. They're going to get a bunch of wonders. So they do get to nuke my hand. Alexa, does that do anything? Doesn't gain life, so, like, I guess it's fine. Arrival of the Wonderlands, sure, I guess. Are they Aurora? Okay, they're up to 5 Aurora, so they cast 5 cost stuff for free. And that actually gains them life. Okay, yeah, they have life gain. And that probably seals the game for me, which is kind of annoying. Do I still have an out? No, I don't. I don't think I have an out anymore. I think, like, in general, I kind of just played this badly. I probably should parasol one of my creatures so that I could. I don't think that would change anything. Well, I mean, they would be forced to chump my creature, and then it just chumped the thing that I pointed the parasol at. And okay, so what I need to actually do was at the end of turn, I needed to Miwai one of my guys. Like before I pass my turn, I Miwai one of my guys so that has 4 power. I parasol the guy that doesn't have 4 power, and I swing with both so that I force a trade both, or like I force them to trump this guy away. Yeah, but now I think I'm kind of dead. Do I even have a sideboard? I forgot if I built the sideboard. Okay, and this thing just ends the game for me. Little 10 permanents. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm dead. Cool. So I kind of just need to have more interaction. Like, for example, I need that thing to be dead, and I also need the. I don't have Yokai's Stage's Charm. I'm also not playing the thing that. Why am I not playing anything that blows up artifacts / enchantments? I'm playing Bad Apple. I should be playing stuff that blows up. I should be playing actually good tutor targets instead of whatever the hell this is. Well, I don't. Oh, whatever. Yeah, so I guess I boarded out these things, even though I wanted to test them, because I don't want my guys getting blown up in response. And I boarded out one of these guys, because they're kind of bad. Yeah, sure. And, I mean, this is a pretty good hand. I suspect the game will go pretty similarly, though. I actually have no way to give my, double striking guy evasion, so that's also a problem. This is fetching green. Carousel, sure, I guess I'll just explode more this turn. So can I do anything? I can run out a 5-drop. I can bad apple for a 5-drop. What's a good 5-drop to grab right now? I mean, is Yorihime good here? I mean, can bad apple for a 4-drop? I don't have any good 5-drops, right? I don't have any 5-drop bad apple targets, which might be a problem because, yeah, Okay, well, here I think, I need to grab double white, so I guess I'll just do it now, and this is going to fetch black eventually. Or, I mean, I need to fetch, yeah, I need to get double white, so I'll just do it now. Or does the colors work out if I do it like this? I think it should. Or, no, it doesn't, right? White, black, white. Okay, yeah, the colors don't work out. Okay, well, that's bad. What do I do then? I can jam Mets. No, I can't because the colors don't work out. Alright, in that case, I'll just jam A then. So yeah, it turns out Bad Apple makes the color requirements a lot harder. Like the plan here is that since Bad Apple doesn't actually make you go down in mana to tutor, so it's like a 0 mana tutor if you cast the same thing in the same turn. Problem is that it requires you to have all the colors up front, which actually makes it really hard to do. So do I just fetch Yorihime? Do they have board wipes? I think they have board wipes. I think I should just get Yorihime down, and if it gets killed, then whatever, because I still break even if that happens, I think. And the colors are pretty bad, though. Or does it work out? So if I Parasol, then 1, 2, 3, 4, I can still... Okay, yeah, I guess that works out. And I want to get Yorihime in play this turn, right? Yeah, because it also, like, just forces them to... That's another exploitable. Unfortunately, can't make use of it this turn, but I'll make use of it next turn, I guess. So Bad Apple... It's always going to be Yorihime because I have no better things to fetch right now, so do that. I also get 2 rabbits out of this, so that's good. Do I want to grab Hina right now? Do they have how much graveyard stuff do they have? Not that much actually. Yeah, I'll just grab Hina instead. He's pretty important. And take can't blow up planeswalkers. I'm not sure how many creatures my opponent has that can blow up this with Tei. I mean, if they don't put any blockers or have any removal, they're getting smacked for 8. Actually, they're getting smacked by Parasol plus Yorihime for lethal. Surely they have removal right now. Ah, yeah, this thing. Uh, they do have to think about. Oh, this goes after lands, right? Oh, that's really annoying. I mean, I'm still fine, but yeah, that was really annoying. So what am I doing here? I can go exploitable into medicine. I guess that's fine. And this is cracking or something eventually. Yeah, I want to get the dolls in play before I get Hina down because I'd rather like Hina actually survive stuff. Or actually, wait, I also get Rabbit from the treasure sack. Yeah, Tay's just going nuts right now. One does have. Are they going to Yokai Sage's Charm again? Uh, okay. Well, they can use the exile mode and get rid of my land again. They can exile 2 lands and put me really far behind. Good thing I'm drawing lands at least. Okay, they are just going to go for a land attack. So that means I'm out of. Okay, they're going to also kill my guy. Yeah, that's annoying. You know, when I was playing with Yokai Sage's Charm, I was never going after lands. Maybe that's what I should have been doing instead of trying to steal creatures. Well, they know I guess they knew I had a Hina in hand. So this is fetching. Do I need to fetch green here? I guess this is fetching green, and then just accept that I need to filter white through Parasol. I guess that's acceptable. And they get 2 poison. Not that really matters right now. Yeah, sure. This is fetching green in a turn. I still get Slam Hina next turn if nothing happens. Is it another Yokai Sage? No, okay. It's just this thing, and it can only cast 1 drops for now. If I fetched Kutaka, I could have gone Kutaka into play this turn and then prevented the Aurora from going off. But I think it still works out for me because I get to drop Hina and then swing. Although they're going to start getting... yeah, Aurora triggers twice and that gets them to Aurora. Which means they get free casts for 2, but like they're pretty low on life right now too, so maybe that's fine. I just need them to not play a thing that copies stuff. I mean, actually I can just pump up Melody or medicine, and maybe that just kills them. Or so +4. You're not forced to block if that happens. So I guess I Hina instead then. Like if I pump here, I swing with everything. They block one of them here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 4. That's 8 damage. Is that good enough? Like it actually puts them low enough where they can't really afford to use this guy, right? And then I just have to hope that that works out for me. If I just blank swing, they take 4, they go on to 6, they can cast a few more things. But this gets blown up by removal. I mean, the other play also gets blown up by removal, right? Not as much. If they have removal, then that's less stuff from their hand, I guess. And I'll just go for like the obvious play, I guess. Like if they spent all this time exiling my land so I don't get Hina on curve, then I have to suppose that they're really worried about Hina for some reason. So I should just go for it. Oh wait, Hina doesn't never one more doll. Hina can't protect herself, right? One, but she count up to one other target. Yeah, okay, never mind. That doesn't work. So I guess I have to put the counters here. Yeah, okay. Well, now Hina's just a lot worse than I thought because yeah, or at least curvy medicine to Hina is a lot worse than I initially thought because you can't like the curve doesn't actually do anything unless you have another creature out. At which point, like that's a lot to dedicate to a curve. I mean, like you can have some random 2 drop out, but that requires you to have random 2 drop out that you want to put a shield counter onto. I wonder if that means that Hina should be rewarded to make the second ability more, to make the second ability more obvious that it doesn't target herself. But at the same time, maybe it's just because I'm dumb at reading. They have another Yokai Sage's Charm. Okay, sure. I don't think, I mean, they just exiled both my creatures. And no, this doesn't actually help. They're going to do this. Okay. They do get a bunch of free casts, I guess. But they don't get any good free casts until like way later on. Wait, did the other part get tacked on like in week 2? Because I remember playing Hina and playing field counters on herself too. I mean, maybe it's fine for Hina to be playing shield counters on herself because at least assuming that's a power level you're going for, I think it's actually like I feel like it's deserved enough payoff. Like if you match a curve a doll into a Hina that you get to attack on the same turn that Hina comes down, you should be able to protect yourself. But I mean, this card does sort of run away with the game if you let it stick. So maybe not, but like a 3/2 is very vulnerable. So the fact that attacking with the doll puts a shield counter on something does make it kind of like it seems like that's your reward for attacking because then you get to protect the you get to protect the 2 toughness thing. Yeah, I'm not sure. So this thing Aurora is on 1. Okay. So I guess they get 3 casts on 3 costs now. They still need to find the thing that gains them life, right? So I think they still can't like go nuts already or right now. Also, like, yeah, I probably should have parasold my medicine instead because either forces the chump or forces them to only cast or free cast only two more spells or something. I mean, they haven't started free casting stuff yet because yeah, 6 life is very low right now. They pass, which means they're holding up removal. They get to go up to 5 Aurora now, which is kind of worrisome for me. Yorihime, does that mean I should... Okay, what am I looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unless they have 2 removal spells, this should kill them. So they need removal for Hina. Oh, so I think I Parasol the rabbit and then see how my opponent reacts. They could have the bounce spell. They have 6 cards in hand, but bouncing it would make them like lose 3 life. So I think it actually works out for me if that happens. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see how well this works out. Alright, let's see what their answer to this board state is. And I'll just put another shield counter on something. Activate. Oh, wait, oh yeah, they can activate it. So, oh, it's tapped. Cool. The designers, seems like the designer did think ahead for that one, at least. Reflection gazes back. Oh, this, draws cards. Sure. And they also gain some life, so I guess they don't die to this. They would still need to block this, right? Oh, like, I don't think they can prevent themselves from dying unless they get this thing out of here. Maybe they are going to chomp here. That gets it out of the way, but they're down to 1 now. And they're also tracking the poison from medicine, which is up to 8 now, so medicine is lethal if it ever connects. In this board state at least. Okay, so I mean I did get the bad apple this game at least, so I technically did get to test out the card I was trying to test out. I feel like that's I mean like I went to this game trying to test out bad apple, but I think I ended up testing out medicine melancholy a lot more than the other one. But like I think my opinion of this card has improved a lot just playing with it because like when I was looking over it, just looking over the cards while building the deck, I see it like I see a card that's trying to do poison support in a set that doesn't have any other poison, so I just kind of pass it over because like I wasn't trying to build poison, but I didn't realize that this card's just good at base just due to rectangle theory. Like it's a 3-mana 1/2 text such that comes with the guy, and more importantly, it comes with the doll, so it synergizes with Hina. Well, at least it synergizes with Hina, assuming you misread the card to not notice that you can't put shield counters on herself, because then you can curve this thing into Hina and put a shield counter on it the turn it comes down. But now that Hina can't put counters on herself, I'm not sure how good that curve out is. Okay, I mean, this is a keepable hand, even if I wish it was slightly better. Sight Beyond the Clouds. Okay, sure. Bad Apple. Okay, it'll be castable off exploitable. And Bad Apple can probably fetch me something useful. Like, it's probably fetching Yorihime. And then Yorihime is probably fetching, and then, I mean, that's the pretty standard thing for the deck to do. I guess if it had medicine down, then Hina comes down and it get to swing immediately and then put the counter on Yorihime, but like I guess that's worth something. And they get to start building up their Aurora. And yeah. I wonder if Aurora like triggering twice on the turn comes down makes it too easy to build up, but I'm pretty sure there was like feedback about in week 1 about how Aurora is too slow to build up, so I guess maybe that's better for gameplay that builds up quicker. Yuko. Okay, I guess I can ramp into that eventually. But hopefully this doesn't get exiled, I guess. What's their 3-drop? Acclivity. Okay, I mean, they're drawing cards and I'm just ramping, so not much going on right now. But I want to drop down Kutaka right now. What was that? Oh, that prevents Aurora from building up. Is that useful right now? What else can I do? I Bad Apple. The colors don't work out, right? I can Bad Apple into... no, I can't Bad Apple into Kotohime right now. The colors don't work out. I can Kutaka and get exploitable treasure token. I can get medicine down, I guess. I think I just want to get Kutaka down right now and prevent shenanigans from happening. They want to waste a removal spell on Kutaka. It has ward too, so it's actually really annoying to remove. Okay, yeah, I think I got this thing down. Alexa, sure. Guess they're ramping now. But I didn't board any ways to pull up enchantments, so if they get down their spell copying thing, then I can't really do much about that. They're just going to make a thing. Okay, if they're going to just let Alexa die, then I'm not complaining. Yuko eventually will blow up something. They don't have that many creatures though. I also don't have that many creatures. So yeah. Another medicine. I can Bad Apple for Yorihime now. I want to do that. I mean that's probably my best play right now. Bad Apple for Yorihime, get it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 1, 1, 2. No, the colors don't work out. So that means I need to sack all my treasures to do this play, which is not something I want to do. What's my other play? Tei medicine. Can I medicine? 1, 2, 3. And Tei. Can I medicine after that? Oh yeah, the colors do work out if I do that, and I get a bunch of random bunnies too from that, so that's good. Yeah, I'll go for that. And I mean that's a pretty wide board right now that my opponent has to deal with, and Kutaka is completely shutting down all sorts of Aurora right now. Yeah, although they want to exile Alexa because that provides green to their Aurora. So I think next turn I can Bad Apple into Ina, and then Ina puts the counter onto Kutaka, and I don't know how my opponent's ever going to remove Kutaka after that. And I mean, these guys are smacking my opponent down for a decent chunk every turn. One is at a decent amount. Okay, they can Yokai Sage Charm now. They could go after my lands, although I'm already pretty good on board right now, so I mean they can do that and then hope that next turn I can't do much. Oh right, they can also do that, I guess. Huh. That actually mana screws me. Yeah, this does mana screw me. Quite a bit actually. Oh, well that's convenient. I can't do it in the same turn though, but yeah, well, I can't complain too much about being bailed out of my mana screw by a top deck. So this is fetching green end of turn. And they can Yokai Sage's Charm again if they have that. They can take my enchanted land again if they want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess they have enough mana to Yokai Sage's Charm away the Kutaka and pay for the ward, and that means that they can exile Kutaka and the land, and that kind of puts me in the dust. And they're doing that, aren't they? 2, 4, 5. No, Citadel Outburst. Okay, I guess that's their way of killing Kutaka. Unless they want to snipe. Yeah, they are killing Kutaka. Sure, I guess. So they can start Auroraing again. What's my response to that? I can Bad Apple for Athena, I guess. That's the only thing that's castable off Bad Apple. Unless I have more removal lined up or something. Sunset Study, okay, yeah. That lets them draw 5 cards. I mean, yeah, Spending 4 mana to draw 5 cards with augmented is probably fine. Right? It's probably fair. And they will need to discard the hand size. Oh, they get to also get back something. They can get back Yokai Sage's Charm, which is very annoying for me. How do I prevent that from happening? Not much I can do to prevent that from happening, actually. So I guess I just hope for the best. I mean, at least I'm hitting all my lands. They don't have creatures. I don't have creatures in my yard. I have 1 creature in my yard. Why did I not board out Yuyuko? So what do I do here? Can't prevent Yokai Sage's Charm from wrecking me. This is probably fetching black, and that lets me Yorihime. Yorihime just gets Yokai Sage's Charm though, right? The best thing I can be doing right now is to just put as much pressure on board as I can. I think Yorihime is the best way to do that. And it also grabs me something to my hand for next turn. Yes, that's probably the best thing to be doing. I guess I can fetch another Kutaka, but it doesn't do anything for me right now. Also, I don't know if I board it. I didn't board in my Kutakas for some reason. Cool. Yeah, I guess I just Yorihime into Hina then, because I have no better options right now. Do I have no better options? I have Mioi. Does that do anything? I don't think it does. Yeah, maybe I probably should have like at least put some. What is that? Oh, Parsi. Does that do anything? No, because I control more creatures than them. Parsi. I should board it out. I should have boarded out this card. But yeah, I guess I can't do anything other than just making this play because I can't think of a better play to make right now. So Yorihime fetches Hina because I did not board in extra copies of Kutaka for some reason. I think I already said that. Yeah, swing with everyone. And they're down to 5, so if they make it through this turn, or if they don't deal with my board this turn, they lose, but like they have Yokai Sage's Charm, so I don't see how they're not going to deal with my board this turn. 1, 2, actually, I can Yuko whatever they steal. Like if they just try to slam a creature, I can Yuko it if I draw a land next turn. That might be something that could be useful. If they're just spending their entire turn using Yokai Sage's Charm, then I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. They can also just exile 2 things. Oh yeah, they're just going after my lands every time. And now I'm managed through the off green. Huh. Were they always going after my lands? I think they were always doing like 1 creature in a land, so I suppose it's fair. Gain life. Oh, okay, yeah, that's bad. I need a land top deck right now. I mean, I could, if I don't get a land top deck, I can still play medicine afterwards. So it's not like I'm out of plays, but yeah, I really want a land top deck because I can't do anything other if I don't get lands. But hey, that's another medicine. So like, I'm still playing to the board. They don't have board wipes, so they need to pick away my guys one by one. Maybe they eventually run out of resources or something. That's their own exploitable again. For the depths. I mean that doesn't. They grab yo. They're going to mill 4 and probably get back Yokai Sage's Charm. Yeah, like recasting this thing over and over is very effective. Seems like. Also, just oh right, they can get back this thing and just gain a bunch of life again. I mean, on the bright side, if they just shoot at a medicine, then at least medicine took a hit again. Gain 14. Fine, I guess. Why is it twice X life anyways? Like, I mean, I suppose it's probably fair because life gain is less powerful on its own, but like life gain is very, like incidental life gain is comparable to just randomly drawing cards. So I feel like probably should not gain twice X because it makes it way too swingy into, I mean, it's an expel. Wait, no, you can augment it by itself, right? Yeah, probably should not be twice X then. Or, I mean, it's 4, I'm not sure, but yeah, but like, they managed to massacre me out, so I think I kind of just lose here. I'm still like attacking for a bunch every turn, but I'm not doing much. Maybe I should have just attacked the food today. Yeah, I'll keep the food around for now. I think that putting this thing on board is probably better than whatever else I was doing. They have full Aurora now. They're going to sack this thing eventually, I feel like. Oh, and that's the free caster. Do they have anything else from their hand? Into a mooring. Okay, sure. That's not the worst thing in the world. They are running out of cards. Do they not have card draw from whatever? You're not returning one of the tokens. Interesting. They have this thing that can hand attack, right? Warp, worm, pursue what? No. I mean, sure, I guess that's a design. Like, it's probably fair, but, oh, that's annoying. Give me a shuffle card from your hand. This is just going to get back Yokai Sage's charm. Oof. Okay, well, they're like tapped out now, I guess, at least. I'm still massacred. I mean, that's what happens when I rely too much on exploitable resources to be my math source, because it gets blown up when the land below it also gets blown up. This would hurt a lot less if I actually had actual land instead of enchantment on a land. So yeah, I need to. What do I need to do now? Can't do much. I just swing every turn, I guess. Do I want Tei to die? Actually, Tei can blow up this thing, right? Actually, yeah, I can. Yeah, sure. Let's. No, I don't have the right mana. I just keep my guys back for a turn then. Yeah, I think I keep my guys back because eventually I need to like break through and swing. So I'll just wait. And they get their thing down. And yep, that's Yokai Sage's charm again. They can't exile my guys, but I think they're just going to go after my lands again, and I get massacred out the game. Yep. Take planes. You're not going to like just blow up my guys. Okay, sure. Oh. They still don't have creatures. Yeah, Yuko could have blown this thing up and it would still be bad. I have 3 creatures, I guess. Come on. Oh well, that I would have appreciated if I drew a forest 1 turn earlier. Forest doesn't do much for me now. Yeah. Can't attack through this anymore, so I just pass here. Reflection Gaze is back. Okay, sure. Oh, it gets big. Cool. Do I bother attack? Do I bother blocking here? No, I don't bother blocking. That's 12 damage. Yeah, whatever. Do I have any else? I don't think I do. And I don't think I had, like, well, now I draw my lands. Cool. I mean, if I didn't get my lands exiled, I would have appreciated not drawing lands, but, like, the sequence would have been great if I could have cast them, but I couldn't, so, I can start jumping. I don't think I'm winning off this. Yeah, sure, whatever. You got me. Alright, so, I mean, so it turns out Messin is a lot better than I thought. Turns out Hina is a lot worse than I thought. I don't think this card did much because I didn't draw it in the right times. This card didn't do much because I got my lands all blown up. Bad Apple, I think it did stuff. Oh no, I spent more time complaining about Bad Apple not working because my colors were off than it actually working. So you probably want to play in a deck that has either better color fixing or less stringent color requirements. Or maybe I could have just used the card better because I didn't need to always be fetching Yorihime's. I could have been fetching just these 1 pip guys, and the colors would still work out if I did that. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually not sure how much I learned from these games. But yeah, I guess Medicine's good, actually a good card, even if you're not like going full poison, because if you're running it with some other dull cards and it randomly gets pretty decently big toxic, and then it kills people in 3 turns, or kills people in 3 swings unless they start blocking. But yeah, not sure how many more game. Oh, Parsi did not come into play, so I can't say much about that. But yeah, not sure how many more field test games I'll be able to play this season. I mean, this run. I'm not sure how they refer to it. They do call it seasons, right? Yeah, not sure how many more field test games I can play this season, but I'm like mostly satisfied with what I managed to come up with doing Wild Toho stuff. I think like Mike getting nerfed definitely put a huge blow into all of the decks I'm building because there just isn't that many good 2-drops that also make artifact tokens that also help with color fixing and stuff. But yeah, anyways, I guess I'll see you later if that ever happens.